Hey entrepreneur, this is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. Welcome to this special presentation entitled Introducing One of the Most Powerful and yes, ladies and gentlemen, potentially profitable marketing lessons you can and should learn, believe it or not, simply by watching the Nature Channel. That's correct. Because what you're going to do here is learn how to avoid being just another casualty of your major competition. That's correct. If you'll apply what you'll learn in this video. Ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of this video is to expose you to some very real untapped marketing opportunities and or possibilities, if you will, that are currently available to you once you adopt the all-important service approach to marketing, promoting your business, products, and or services. We're talking about adding real value. In other words, taking the customer service approach to promoting and marketing your business products and or services as opposed to the advertising approach. For example, when somebody goes to a major search engine and they put in some term, they're asking that search engine, primarily Google, let's be honest, to provide them with information about the subject they're interested in. That's a service approach on the point of part of Google. When you advertise, there's no proof anybody asked you for what you're advertising, but you're just advertising it. So we want you to adopt the service model. Let me give you an idea of how this works by showing you a powerful example that comes from, believe it or not, the good old Nature Channel. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this. These big, gigantic hippos, when it gets really hot in the desert in the summertime, they decide to go into the lake to cool off. But the problem is, part of their head and their lower back is still exposed to the hot sun, which means they're being constantly attacked by these pesky mosquitoes. Well, guess what? There's a group of individuals, these tiny little birds, who fly down on the hippo's back, eat these bugs, and when they're done eating the bugs, the hippo opens his mouth. These tiny birds, as you can see in this picture, actually go into the hippo's mouth and pick all the debris and birds or whatever else are in the hippo's teeth. And they have no fear of being eaten because they're providing a service. Now, if you're thinking, well, okay, Mark, I kind of see that, but what in the world does that have to do with me and my real life online business? I want you to adopt the exact same service-orientated angle. In other words, what are the pressure points of some of these individuals out there, these hippos, if you will? What do they need that they just can't take care of? They need an outside vendor, you or I. Like, for instance, some of you have, let's just say, not as much marketing creativity as you'd like. Well, that's where people like me come in. So let me give you an idea of what I'm talking about here. So this is more concrete. Look at this guy. He's running a construction business. He's a solopreneur carpenter. Now, when I say solopreneur, I don't mean he's the only one. He may have 3 or 4 or 5 employees, but he's a small business owner. And look at this lady here. She's running a dental office. She's a dentist. She's got to deal with patients. And then you have this guy down here. He's a plumber. He's looking after the pipes. He's making sure the water runs, the toilets flush, and the bathtubs work and all that. Guess what they don't have time to do, entrepreneur? They do not have time to consistently write blog posts. Maybe they have a component to their website, which is a blog. They almost never use it. When they have downtime, ladies and gentlemen, they're taking care of their books and they're trying to figure out what they're going to do to get the next customer through the door. The next thing they don't know how to do, they may not understand the difference between on and off page SEO strategies. And SEO, for those of you not familiar, that's a word acronym for search engine optimization. They may not know there's a difference between on page and off page. You do. They can use your expertise. Guess what else they have no interest in learning? Fancy pay-per-click advertising strategies. In other words, while they're trying to get their website indexed in Google so to appear in the first page for their particular category, you can show them how they can get clicks, potential customers coming to their website, whether it's really optimized or not, by using maybe pay-per-click or banner ads or whatever the case might be. The point is, these people are expert in what they do. They're not expert in what you do. Now here's the next thing, and this next one is a big one. They don't really have a reliable marketing calendar and or plan. And yes, there is a difference. And finally, this is a big one, especially for you freelancers out there. I want you to take a look at this and think about this. Guess what else they don't have, ladies and gentlemen? They don't have the slightest clue of how to set up properly and or write an ongoing email, what we call drip campaign, meaning you're going to write out a series of sequential email marketing lessons, and sometimes you're just going to send a broadcast email to their list. They have no clue about how to do this because, again, they're experts in what they do. They're not experts in this other stuff. You are. Now, for you freelancers out there, you focus primarily on writing content for these people. You should also be showing them how you can do their email campaigns. That's a profit center sitting there waiting to be taken advantage of by you. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at this list, there's another one glaring that I didn't even mention because I didn't want to put up another slide. Social media. Maybe they have a Facebook fan page, but they're probably not active on Twitter, Instagram, or any of these other places. They don't have time. This is where you could come in. This is the service angle I'm talking about. So I hope you can see the advantages of this. So ladies and gentlemen, those of you who want to discover how you're going to add an additional 25% or more gross profit to your bottom line, entrepreneur, if you're interested in learning how to do it in the next 90 days or less without having to constantly pay for brand new first-time customers or clients, because that's what drives 88% of all small business owners and solopreneurs out of business because it's too expensive. You just had a glimpse into how that might happen. My friend, if that interests you and sounds like something you'd like to know more about, then I'm going to highly encourage you. See that website down there? youcanmarketonlinenow.com/sales. I'm suggest you rush over there now to grab your free 9-page special report, that green JPEG there you're looking at. Now, before you rush off, because I know you're busy, I got a quick question for you. Ladies and gentlemen, who else do you know in business who's struggling, who could definitely use some help? Do they respect your opinion? Because entrepreneur, if they do, here's what I want you to do for them. I want you to forward this video to them ASAP and help them out, because they will definitely thank you for it later. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're asking yourself, well, gee, Mark, what can I do with my current business, product, or service to get to my next level, whatever it may happen to be? I'm so glad you asked, because here's what I have for you. Ladies and gentlemen, on top of the free 9-page special report, I am also going to throw in a free 22-part small business marketing mastery series. That's correct. This is an additional free 22 sequential email marketing lessons you're going to receive on top of the 9-page special report. It's a $97 value. It's my free gift to you. It's my way of just saying welcome to the inner circle and thanks for subscribing. Glad to have you. But entrepreneur, here's the thing. If for whatever reason, after you go through that free 9-page special report, hopefully more than one time, after you read and reread the 22-part small business marketing mastery series, if for any reason you come to the conclusion this simply is not for you, ladies and gentlemen, please feel free, for whatever reason you want and whatever reason you wish, to unsubscribe anytime you want. And we can still be friends. Fair enough? This is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. We'll see you again real soon on the Marketing Minute.